Grand Rising fam. How is everybody doing today? It's Monday. So, of course, it is your shaman, your sister in spirit, and your friend Alicia Dunleavy here. And it is time for a short story and a message. So, before we get into our story, I just want to go over some announcements. Anthony and I, are going to be doing our Shamanic Sound Journey in Wellsburg on the 18th, okay, at 6 p.m. So that is a week from today at metaStone in Wellsburg. Super excited to be down there. It's going to be our second time being down there together. And then we are also going to be out at Empowered Yoga. Let me double check my schedule real quick. On the 23rd. Okay, so Empowered Yoga and Wellness is located in Steubenville. I'm also going to be supporting Marley, who is the owner, the manager of the Luna Blue out in Smithfield, Ohio. So they are going to be doing their full moon event. The 16th, Saturday the 16th is going to be the full moon ceremony. I am so excited to be there. There's going to be a drum circle. Devin, my dear friend Devin Ashmore, is going to be out there doing some intuitive dancing with it as well. So there's going to be vendors. Please come out, support local, support all of these amazing women entrepreneurs who are really dedicated in supporting the health, the healing of our community, which I know that the people that follow me, we all know that we are seeking, we are looking for. So again, me and Anthony are going to be out in metaStone and Wellsburg on the 18th. I'm going to be out at the Chateau in Smithfield on the 16th. And Anthony and I are going to be doing our shamanic journey at Empowered in Steubenville on the 23rd. All right. So with all of those things being said, what is up? I see a couple people are here. Grand Rising, so much love to you. Thank you for being here today. I'm so honored to have your views, to be able to spend this time with you this morning. So today's story is called Obsessed, Crossing the River, and it is a Buddhist Zen story. So let's dive into it. Two traveling monks reached a river where they met a young woman. Wary of the current, she asked if they could carry her across. One of the monks hesitated, but the other quickly picked her up onto his shoulders, transported her across the water, and put her down on the other bank. She thanked him and departed, and as the monks continued on their way, the one was brooding and preoccupied. Unable to hold his silence, he spoke out. Brother, our spiritual training teaches us to avoid any contact with women, but you picked that one up on your shoulders and carried her. Brother, the second monk replied, I set her down on the other side while you were still carrying her. Sit with that for a minute. So the comment box is open. Please drop a comment. Let me know you're here if you can. That story really strikes a chord in me. It actually brings up a lot of emotion right in my chest. Because I, too, know what it feels like to hold on to something that really isn't serving me, really isn't even in my present moment. I am in my present moment. I am here with you, sharing this story, spending this beautiful time together, while there are times where I will be participating in my life, but also brooding and preoccupied with something that just is disturbing me, like something I just cannot get off of my mind. And I know that this is a relatable experience, right? Like, what is the process of letting go? You know, in yoga, there's this thing where it's like, letting go is the hardest asana. Like, it's the hardest movement. It's the hardest thing to participate in. So if we get into this, we're going to get into kind of the lesson. You know, usually I would save this for like a Wednesday, and I'll probably revisit it depending on what the energy says, right? But like, let's really take a moment to plant some seeds here in preparation to Wednesday. Letting go. How do we begin to think about letting go? We can think about it in 4 areas, okay? Like the shamanic wheel, the medicine wheel. It's divided into 4 parts, and we think about health and holistic health in terms of mind, body, spirit, and emotion, okay? So, if we are thinking about how do we let go? How do we let go of this thing that is brooding inside of us? And we look at it in a holistic perspective. What we would want to do is we're going to start off with the mind. Okay. The mind, how do we get things off of the mind? Well, we first need to recognize the thought that we're having the thought. And then we need to literally take it from the internal world, right? Because the mind is internal. Nobody can hear what's going on in your mind. Only you can. So, how we alchemize, how we transmute mental energy is we get it out. We get it out through writing, we get it out through journaling, we get it out through art, we get it out through neuralistic programming. We also are able to increase our awareness of what the thought is, what the fear is, what the anger is, whatever is brooding inside of us. We tap into it through meditation, because meditation is going to help us isolate or to hear very clearly what is coming up. Now, a lot of people get really uncomfortable with meditation because of this experience specifically. Because really, when we are looking at meditation from the outside, what does it look like? It looks like this. But what's happening internally? This is where a lot of us can get tricked by looking at somebody on the outside like, wow, they are silent. Their mouth is silent. Their mind is probably not silent at all. And that is I just saw Daniela, you crack me up. Just so everybody else gets to laugh with this too. I'd like someone to carry me across the river. Definitely not the message we were supposed to get, but I'm just thinking about needing help or being held. Ooh, I love that. So I cannot wait for you to hear the message that comes after this, because I wrote it out before. Okay. So we were talking about meditation here, like diving back in. When we're looking at meditation from the outside, what it appears is that a person is sitting in silence, but the silence is only happening from the external world. What we don't think about is the internal world, which probably has some dialogue here. So if you are sitting in meditation and your mind is turning and you're thinking, I can't sit still, I'm not getting quiet, this isn't working. Welcome to meditation, my friend. That is exactly what we are looking for, because what it allows us to do is it allows us to increase our awareness of what dialogue, what words, what feelings are happening in the internal world. Okay. So just being with that for a second. Again, we're talking about letting go. How do we let go? Awareness, my method is awareness, empowerment, and transformation. Awareness is first. We get aware of what's happening inside of our internal world in the mind, by potentially doing some of these. Is this the one and only way? Absolutely not. This is just the way that my life has unfolded and that I feel is super helpful in terms of sharing. So these are a couple of like seeds of inspiration. All right, let's move on to the next part, right? Because if we're looking at it from the medicine wheel, the next part is going to be the body. How do we let go through the body? Well, we can think about the components of the body, right? We have a muscular system, we have a skeletal system, we have a nervous system, a digestive system, right? We can think about sweating, right? How do we let go? We can exercise, we can sweat, we can get that out that way. We can relax the muscle tissue by going through relaxation techniques. We can relax our central nervous system, our cardiovascular system, by doing some breath work, by breathing. It doesn't have to be active breath work where we're, it can be, but just breathing, allowing the breath to come back into its natural flow, is going to help release the tension from the body to let go. The other thing that has been super transformative for me is the concept of gentleness. So my question for you is to become aware of your body right now. And I'm going to ask you, how can you add gentleness into this moment? Where can you add it? How can you sit more gentle? How can you walk if you're walking or standing? How can you do that more gently? As if the bottoms of us are kissing the chair as the chair kisses the floor, as our feet. Can we kiss the earth with our feet? Can I talk more gently? Can I hold my body more gently? And when we invite gentleness into our bodies, what we are really allowing us to do is to get into more of a letting go of the tension. So we're going to go right into spirit, like spiritually / energetically. How do we let go? Well, we would now invite certain levels of breath work, studying, understanding the subtle body, using breath work to help us release the energy inside of the subtle body. Again, meditation, visualization, watching the white light entering in through the body and exhaling any gray or dark color. Okay, so some kind of visualization will work. Of course, getting an energy healing session with somebody that practices Reiki, access bars, shamanic healings, like whatever. Whatever really aligns with you in the moment, whatever the universe, whatever you are co-creating to be like, oh, the example of this is that I have been interested in finding somebody to read my Akashic record. And I put it out there and I said, I would really love an Akashic record reader. And I actually went to the museum with a dear friend of mine, and she got into the car and she was like, and just started about how she got an Akashic record reading from someone. I'm like, I need this person's information because I put it out there to receive this. So allowing yourself to put it out there and then also allowing yourself to receive it in its divine timing. Okay. And then, of course, with emotion, it's really about expression, guys. Like, I understand that emotions can be very uncomfortable. I get it. Like, when I say I get it, I mean, I am it. It is so difficult for me to like accept how I feel because I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to. Please, please don't make me admit it. You know, please don't make me admit that I'm angry. Please don't make me admit that I'm scared or that I'm feeling insecure. Like, I don't want to admit it. So with emotional, that can build up a lot of emotional pressure in our body. And what we want to do is we want to admit it, accept it, and then allow it to express itself through art, through music, through word, through poetry, through movement. Yeah, expressive dance, intuitive dance, martial arts, through boxing, through whatever is accurate for you in the moment. Okay. So, with that being said, I'm going to put on a little transition video before we get into the message. Okay. Yeah, the message is really great. So I'm going to prepare myself for this.
Is a huge deal. So if you're looking for somebody basically who can answer health questions that go beyond the scope of what you or other doctors or health practitioners or healers are able to answer or see, you definitely want to hook up with Alicia and just experience her magic and her healing. You won't regret it. And actually, if you do, I cannot wait to hear the benefits that you've gotten from healing with Alicia. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions about her medicine or the ways in which she goes about offering her services, she's the kindest, most welcoming, gentle person that I could possibly think of. Super easy to talk to. So just ask any questions and I'm sure she'll be happy to take you right in and answer them with an open heart. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for listening. Bye.
That was one of my trusted healers, Shay. She is phenomenal, and such an honor to like receive a cool testimony like that. So the message. Peace, beloved. As your heart aches and as your soul breaks, I am near. As you self-doubt and as your eyes drought, I am near. As you seek for love but never look above, I am near. And as you sink down into a grave unfound, I am near. I am near you. I can hear you. I can see you. I can help you. And although I may not solve this in a way that you want, I will assist you in the ways that you need so that you can hear, smell, and see the infinite be that you truly be. And I will not ask for anything, nothing in return, no, because I do this solely because I love you. I do. I do this because I love you. I do. I do this because you are me, we are we are. So whenever you feel sadness, I am near. Whenever you laugh with gladness, I am near. When you feel betrayed and your heart breaks, I am near. I am near, dear. I am near. I am. So I really loved that message. I was trying to find a way to listen to it, and that is what came through. So yeah, it was cool that the story that came about was talking about not being able to let go. It was also about, it also resonated with Daniela that was here that said, I'd like somebody to carry me across the river. Vulnerable share, like last night, I was crying because, and the only thing that I could think of when I cried, like tears were just coming out of me. I opened up myself. I was in meditation and I just like allowed myself to feel. And what I felt was I'm tired. I'm so tired. And I love that the poem came out, I am near, because this energy really is just a continuation of last week, right? Like of Sunday, of Wednesday. I'm sorry, it was Saturday, of Wednesday. I feel strongly that a lot of us are still navigating this healing time. And when I was in my body yesterday, as I honestly am not always in, right? Sometimes I get really lost in my head. When I was in my body, I could feel this energy that was literally bouncing from the sacral chakra into the solar plexus. And it was just bouncing back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the solar plexus is the house of the ego. So here again, my body is very clearly, my subtle body is very clearly showing me that there is a part of my ego that is trying to protect the sacred energy of the Kundalini, of the sacred energy of creation, from rising all the way up through even getting to my heart space. The ego is trying to protect this, the seat of my soul, from whatever is trying to move through me, from whatever goal, whatever spiritual lesson that I am trying to move into. And I know that I am a clean and pure reflection of what is going on in some of the people in my community. The ego is a powerful thing. The solar plexus is a powerful thing. And in that poem, it said, I do, I love you, I do, I do, I do. Those words are directly associated with that solar plexus. I do. It is the hub of action, of willpower, of self-confidence and strength. And before I got on here, there was also this very interesting message of self-doubt as well. This concept of doubting self, which is normal, you know. For those of you that know me, have been with me for a while, the moment of silence is a moment to reconnect, to listen. I know you're tired. I know you're tired. And I would love if you have a moment to get clear on what you are tired of. Because if I'm being completely honest, I'm tired of myself. I'm tired of me. I'm tired of me holding me back from me. I'm tired of knowing what I need to do and not doing it. I'm tired of knowing what I want to say and not saying it. I'm tired of knowing how I feel and not allowing myself to feel it. And I wonder how many of you resonate with that. And these tools that we're given today, yeah, we got to let it go. We got to let go of these things that we are doing that are holding ourselves back from doing what we need to do to not feel tired anymore. Lastly, and then it flips away. Here we go. Lastly, sometimes we think because of the energy of the spiritual journey, it feels so big because we are infinite beings, right? Like spiritually speaking, like we are so connected. We are just humongous. Like we are infinite. Okay. So sometimes that infiniteness of like what's about to happen for us can feel really big, but like in 3D realm, like the great thing, the most beautiful part of being a human being is that like it's really just like something small. We get to come here and be bounded and made so tiny so that way we can overcome these infinite spiritual lessons by simple small choices. Sometimes it's like, oh my gosh, I have to completely change my life. And we know that this one choice that we're going to make, this one thing that we're going to say, this one person that we're going to talk to, it may change the course of our life, which in the scheme of infinite is profound. But in the scheme of the 3D, that single choice is actually small. Speaking your truth feels one way because of your divinity. Your divinity is expressing to you how big this is. Truly. But your humanity gives you the opportunity to realize how small and sacred and special that small step is. And sometimes we don't want to do it. We don't want to just go for the walk. We don't want to just sit in silence. We have fear of missing out. We have fear. I know in my journey personally, and then I'll wrap this up. I know in my journey personally, I'm afraid that I'm going to mess up. Like, I don't want to do things because I'm afraid I'm going to mess up rather than just doing it. And I think that that's a part of my soul's path. That's a part of my soul evolution. It's like, stop overthinking it. You know it's going to be big. It's okay. It is. It's going to get you out of a karmic cycle. That is big. That's amazing. But what if I mess up? What if I do it wrong? What if I cycle back through? What if? What if? The case of the what ifs, that kills me every time. It just holds me back every time. And then rather than just making the choice and choosing to stay on my path, I always get kicked in the butt. The universe is like, she ain't gonna go. Well, we gotta force her again. We gotta force her. Oops, they smack me down. I'm like, whoo. All right. And do I want to do that forever? No, I really don't. Like, I want to feel brave and courageous enough to just like know what I need to do and just do it. To just do it fearlessly, knowing that I'm never messing up. Like, we don't take L's over here. We don't take losses over here. We take lessons. It's all just lessons. It's all about growing. It's all about figuring it out, you know? And the inner critic within us is the one telling us that what we're doing is wrong. And the inner critic, who is that? The ego. So be fearless, be brave, knowing that, yeah, you're definitely not going to do it perfect. You're definitely going to misstep and have a mistake here and there. And that is completely okay. Because it's not a loss, it's a lesson. And does it hurt sometimes? Yes. And do you have the strength to overcome that? Yes. And do you have the power to heal, to take all of these pains and alchemize them and heal them into beautiful life lessons, wisdom? Yes, you do. You have. And it all starts with us taking the time to really like rewrite some of the stories that have already been written, rewrite the losses that we've already had and rewrite them into lessons, rewrite them into wisdom. Okay. Woo! Didn't know you were coming to church today, did you? So I'm going to end with that poem one more time, that message. Okay. And I can't wait to sit and chat with you all on Wednesday. So the message, peace, beloved. As your heart aches and your soul breaks, I am near. As you self-doubt and as your eyes drought, I am near. As you seek for love, but never look above, I am near. And as you sink down into a grave unfound, I am near. I am near you. I can hear you. I can see you, and I can help you. Although I may not solve this in the way that you want, I will assist you in the ways that you need so that you can hear, smell, and see the infinite being that you truly be. And I will ask for nothing in return. No, because I do this solely because I love you. I do. I do this because I love you. I do. I do this because you are me, we are we are. So whenever you feel sadness, I am near. Whenever you laugh with gladness, I am near. I am near when you feel betrayed and your heart breaks. I am near. I am near, dear. I am near. I am. Peace and love to all of you, my brothers and sisters in spirit, my friends, my soul family. You are not alone. You are loved, and you are being carried across the river. Will you ask? Will you receive? Mwah! Love you all. Bye.